welcome back to Plum Pantry. I'm Alicia if you're new here, and today we have the June 2025 Azure haul. I can't believe we're almost halfway through the year. It's pretty crazy. If you are not new here, you will see my regulars, my Scratch and Peck chicken feed, which is my favorite chicken feed. I might have to start doubling my order. I do have 5 new chicks, which I forgot to take pictures or video of, and now they're several weeks old and looking funky, but someday I'll post my baby chicks. But I always get my chicken food. It's cheaper through Azure than anywhere else, and I get 2 boxes of canning lids. Superb brand are my favorite, and Azure has them cheaper. You can also get these on Amazon if you don't have Azure. I can give you a link below. I usually get 1 box of wide mouth, 1 box of regular mouth every month. That way I have at the beginning of the summer a nice stock to start from before I have to buy more. I have a stock of other ones too, but those are my favorites. So a couple different things this month. Let me move over here. I did get my Desert Essence shampoo and conditioner. This is my favorite. This is the mango, it's my favorite. I do also really like the coconut flavored scented one. I've tried several others. I haven't tried all of their scents. They have several. I also love their almond lotion. Love that stuff. So if you're looking for a good natural shampoo, this is a good one to try. I also have syrup over here. This is grade A dark robust. I normally like to get grade B syrup, but it is still dark. I like B because it's darker, but this one is still dark, and Azure has a good price on that. I wanted to try this. This is new to me. Leave-in conditioner, detangler, defrizz. It has a lot of like horsetail, calendula, echinacea, aloe, geranium, lavender, a lot of regular plant products. I wanted to give it a try, leave-in conditioner. I have over here some organic creamery smoked cheddar. This is a great snacking cheese. I love this stuff. It is like a special snacking cheese for us. I treat it that way. I don't buy a ton of it because it is expensive, but we love it, so I'll buy one to snack on. Also new to me, I wanted to try these Deglet dates. I have been making more things with medjool dates, but the medjool dates from Azure were not pitted. They're cheaper, but they're not pitted. These are cheaper than store ones, and I asked somebody else on YouTube who had bought these if you can use them in place of medjool dates, and she said yes, so I'm gonna try those. I also got some loose leaf green tea. I am starting to get herbs out of my garden and like to kind of use loose leaf teas as a base and add my own herbs and flavors to it. So I got some green tea, and then these teas right here, over here, gunpowder green. I have not tried this brand. These are Davidson's Organics. This is a very large bag. These will last me a while. Gunpowder green tea and Earl Grey. Earl Grey is like my favorite tea, so I do drink a lot of green tea as well though. We'll see how we like those. I expect them to be fine. So last year I was kind of in the habit of trying a different organic yummy chocolate each time. One thing each month. I found that if I try like a very flavorful natural chocolate, I'm not as tempted to overeat it. And so I was trying, they're more expensive though, so I was trying like 1 a month and finding brands that I liked. And so I got out of the habit because of the pantry challenge in January. And so this time I decided to try these, getting back into my chocolate habit. Theo peanut butter cups. We'll see if we like those. I can't imagine that they would be bad. And then the last thing I got are some strawberries. I have 4 strawberry plants here. My plants, when I order plants from Azure, they are always in great condition. These are all the same kind. I think they just say what hybrid strawberry on the tag, but I think online that it told me which kind it was. Either way, these are ever-bearing strawberries. I have, on the other side of my property, I have a June-bearing patch that needs a lot of work, but that's where I get like all the strawberries that come ready at once. That's why you want June-bearing ones to make jams and things like that with. And then over here in my garden, I used to have like a little box of ever-bearing ones, the ones that go all summer. I like the taste of them better. They're smaller though, but you usually don't get enough at one time to make a product with it. So I plant both, but my June-bearing box over here has been struggling for some time between weeds and ants. So I broke down and got a green stalk this year, just a small one. I think it has 3 tiers. I think it has 3 tiers. I love the idea of the green stalk, but I just wasn't sure I'd like it, and I don't honestly love the look of them. I just wasn't sure it would work for me, but I decided this time to try it, so I bought one, and I put everbearing strawberries in it. My favorite everbearing strawberries are Ozark Beauties. However, this year I've had a hard time finding them, and I don't know if anybody else has noticed that buying strawberry plants was way more expensive this year. What I used to pay for an entire pack of between 10 and 25 bare root strawberries was the price for a single one this year. So I had found some different sources for some of those, the Ozark Beauties, and planted them, but those sources weren't as reliable. So I have a couple, one of them was not very reliable. So I have a couple of pockets in my green stalk where those strawberry plants did not start to grow. And so I bought these to kind of fill in. Even though they're not the same kind, they are still everbearing. So I'll be trying a different type of everbearing strawberry, see if I like it as much, and I will stick these in the pockets in my green stalk where the other ones I planted were not very successful. Anyway, that is this month's Azure haul for me. Thank you so much for joining me. If you are interested in Azure yourself, there is a link down below. That does get me credit if you end up purchasing from Azure. I appreciate your time here today. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you guys in the next video.